Alright folks, Billy Willard here with Sasquatch Watch Radio. Decided we would take another tour of some areas that we used to research. Haven't been to this area. Matter of fact, this particular area we actually didn't do a whole lot of research in. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how things have changed out here. So as we go through, and if I see anything interesting, I'll pop on the video, and maybe we'll have us another discussion here later in the video. So see you soon. Okay, this is actually a pretty good area to look for any tracks and prints. So far I've seen some deer tracks. Hear a woodpecker there in the distance. Been some deer tracks. I've seen, of course, some dogs, human, of course. Saw some coon tracks earlier. But yes, we had a lot of rain, about a week or so ago, and so it kind of loosened up this old red clay soil, which makes it good for looking for different things. Like there's a dog track there. And seeing lots of deer track. Just not seeing no tracks we'd like to see, but hey, doesn't hurt to check. Never know. Of course, there's your human boot track. All right, so if we see anything else, anything interesting, I'll pop the video back on. Yeah, it looks like they have recently cut some of this down. This is, newer growth. You can see the more mature trees there towards the back. So, but you can tell that they have thinned this area a few years back. So that's a kind of a new thing here. Oh, got some more muddy areas here. Let's see, some boot tracks, a bunch of deer tracks, dog tracks. Okay. All right, but yeah, I just thought I would point that out. Looks like this has been thinned, so this is a bunch of newer growth. We'll say newer growth than we have over here. So, all right, I'll be back on if we see something interesting. All right, folks, just saw something move down the trail there, just on the other side of that log. Now, I'm not sure what it was, because I just barely caught a glimpse of it. So we will keep this on for a few minutes as we approach. I just heard something. You can hear off in the distance, there's a firing range, probably just a couple, two or three miles from this location. So that's what you hear when you're hearing the gunshots. Okay, this is another road goes this way, and then it rolls off down the hill. We're gonna keep going straight because I thought we had seen something over here. I just want to go over here and see what that was. This obviously used to be some type of a clearing, probably an old roadway. Oh, hold on. Something right over there. I saw something move over there. Let's get a little closer. Something down the hill. It's so funny. It's a good example of pareidolia. If you look at that, what I've got zoomed in on, as funny as it sounds, in a way it kind of looks like a Persian cat. You can see like a cat face. But I bet you it's nothing more than a pile of dirt, probably the bottom of a root ball. We'll go check it out though. And I would be correct. As you can see, nothing more than the bottom of a tree that has fell over. Okay, I'll turn the video back on if anything interesting comes up. Here's something interesting, guys. I just found an old ant that's on this limb here. See it? See that? I remember seeing a documentary about some type of an insect that lays eggs or something on ants. I'll have to look it up, and then it causes this growth to come up out of the back of the neck. I just thought it was interesting and wanted to share it. And for all you mushroom lovers, I am finding some mushrooms out here. I got try. Figured I'll share what we're finding here. All right, guys. So we'll do something I haven't done in a while. I have found myself a nice, comfortable down tree that I'm gonna sit here for a little while and be quiet. Just observe the sounds and, see if we hear anything or see anything. So if I see anything or hear anything interesting, I'll turn it back on. Found a big old piece of quartz. This area is actually famous for gold mining, and there is a lot of quartz in this area. And of course, I'm near a town called Gold Vein, which, if you think about it, kind of makes sense. Used to find veins of gold in some of this quartz rock. And this particular trail is actually called Gold Mine, so it's not surprising to find some quartz along as we go down this ravine. All right, I'll be back if we find anything interesting. Okay, found a couple of interesting impressions here. It's like something went up through there. Again, there's not enough definition there to tell us whether it's a boot, which it probably is, but interesting nonetheless. It's just that one there kind of appears up there at the front to have toes. But again, who's to say? I found it interesting though. Definitely not out of the realm of human proportion, of course. But interesting either way. And we're kind of down in a low ravine, as you can see. It's hills on both sides. We're kind of following this path, this ravine, this low area. So we'll keep moving on. All right, so the end of the trail has brought us to a nice little creek. It runs down the bottom of this ravine. Very, very thick in here, as you can see. Very thick. So, nonetheless, a very interesting area. And I guess we will probably start making our way back out of here for today. Kind of looking around here to see if I see anything of any interest. Very interesting area. All right, we will head back out. And we found ourselves a box turtle. There we go. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Are you angry? You hissing? Huh? Yeah. You hissing there, huh? There you go. There you go. Come on out. Sort of interesting. Let's see where anything hit, but pretty fresh break here coming down through here. Just looking around to see if like maybe a limb or something fell on it, but you know, nothing but just interesting. Not proof of anything. Coming up on another big old piece of quartz. All right. Figure if we make our exit out of the woods here, turn the camera facing behind us. And first of all, I want to apologize about last Monday. We were supposed to have Will Jevning on, and he finally made contact with me during the introduction of the song to the show and let me know that he got tied up and couldn't make it. So I apologize for that. Hopefully we ran our mouths long enough to keep you somewhat entertained. But we try and endeavor for that not to happen. But sometimes it's out of our control, so I apologize. Maybe I should have gotten in touch with him earlier in the day, but nevertheless, we did our best to keep you entertained with the running of our mouth. So anyway, so as we trek back out of here, I would just like to let everybody know, first of all, that we love our regular guests on the show. Some Digger Dog is always there, and Tennessee Cherokee. You know, these are all guys that have their names in the chat room. So the ones that are listening live and not coming into the chat, of course, I apologize. We don't know your name, but feel free to log into the chat. That way we can get to know each and every one of you. But I know I'm drawing a blank as I walk out of here, because we got a lot of long-time listeners to our show, and a lot of them came back from the previous show that we had, like 8 years prior, 8 to 10 years prior, back when we were on Blog Talk Radio. Well, that's a memory. We had all kinds of problems. Blog Talk Radio, especially when it was first starting out. It was kind of a trial run and error. But anyway, we like the new format, because we do everything we're doing through see, now I'm drawing a blank on the name of that. It's everything that gets automatically uploaded to YouTube as you're doing the show, which is why most of you probably watch on YouTube. But, we like the features. There's several features we're not even using yet, but I'm going to try to change that and use some of the features where we can share photos and share videos and audio and different things to make the show even more interesting. And again, your suggestions help. So if you guys certainly think of, got a long list of guests out of the chat room last week, so I thank you for that. But again, if y'all come up with any suggestions for guests or topics or what have you, just send it on to our YouTube page. You can make a comment on one of the shows, or you can go to our Facebook page, which is at facebook.com/Sasquatch Watch Radio. If you haven't joined there, go ahead and get on there, because you can get updates there as well. The website that I had developed was sort of a disappointment to me. I had hired a company out of California to develop the website, which is SasquatchWatchRadio.com. But I became extremely disappointed. Basically, the company, again out of California, was very misleading. I'm not going to tell you how much money I spent, because it's actually embarrassing. Especially when you feel like you got duped. But that's exactly what happened. My goal was to have a website where I could house all of the YouTube videos. We have some of them on there, but then after about a month in on the website, it was no longer letting me put the links to the videos there. So, they of course made this lame excuse, saying that they needed more money because they needed to make it ADA compatible. And then they tried to send me this 1994 rule. So my question to them was, well, if you knew the site had to be ADA compatible, then why didn't you build it that way in the first place? Why am I just now hearing about it? So again, it's just a scheme. It's a money-making scheme. It's a way that they can, continue to funnel money out of you. So needless to say, I may possibly end up having to build a new website, and I'll just do it on my own because I've gotten to where I don't trust any of these outside companies because they're out there to make money, and then they want to keep making money, you know, repeated money. So needless to say, the website works, but again, you're not going to see any of the newer podcasts on there. It's the older podcasts when we first started because for some reason the program won't let me upload the videos any longer. So anyway, but that'll be something that'll get fixed eventually. All right, I'll be take a break. Okay. Something else I had thought of is I am open to suggestions from our listeners or anyone else that has experience with podcasts, is how to get the word out there. I've tried a couple of things. I did some Google ads on YouTube where I promoted a commercial. You know, we got some listeners that way, but I'm still finding folks. You know, we've been on 3/4 of the year already, and I'm still getting folks saying, "Oh man, I didn't even know you came back." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we came back in February and been doing a show every week." So there's still folks out there that haven't heard the Sasquatch Watch Radio is back. So I'm open to suggestions, guys. Is there something I should be doing to promote and get the word out there on the show? You know, I try to promote every Monday on most, you know, well, not most, but a lot of the Bigfoot groups that are on Facebook. I post there. I know there's a few more I could do, but I just got to find the time to do that. But anyway, if you can find a way to help me promote the show and get it out there so that more people can know that we're back and, you know, and test it out, see if they enjoy the show, it would be greatly appreciated. All right, I'll be back. One thing that I am aware of that would help with our listeners is when you're watching, for example, a pre-recorded podcast, down at the bottom right-hand corner, if you scroll your cursor down there, the word subscribe will pop up. So that's one other thing that helps us to promote, because it helps with the algorithms, is if you can click the subscribe button. I always let people know there's no charge, because we do not charge for a subscription. So I know some channels have like subscriptions where you can get like extra videos or whatever. We don't hide none of our videos. All of our videos are available to the public. So we don't have no premium channel or anything like that. So yeah, it would help if you like the show, certainly click like. That helps. If you want the show updates, hit the subscribe button. No charge. It just helps you to know what shows are coming up, and kind of, of course, you can get in our channel and see all of our past podcasts, all the way back from the very beginning when we were at Blog Talk. And also within the channel, you'll click through and you'll see there's different playlists. We even have We even have a couple of the old classic movies that, you know, for the most part, got some people involved in Bigfoot research. Like we have The Creature of Black Lake on there. We have The Legend of Boggy Creek on there. And then we have some of the things we did with Sasquatch Watch of Virginia, our research group. We got a bunch of videos in there as well. So there's a little bit of everything in there to check out. And again, there's no special subscription. Just hit the subscribe, doesn't cost nothing. That way you can kind of glance through and see what you enjoy. All right, we'll be back. I would like to mention that I'm feeling much better as I hike. And the reason why that is my doctor put me on Ozempic because I am a type 2 diabetic. And I can definitely lose a few pounds. So I've been on Ozempic now for 3 weeks. And within that 3 weeks, I've already lost 20 pounds. So I guess all the hype about Ozempic is true. There are a few side effects you have to deal with, but so far those side effects have been very minimal. And I noticed that the side effects actually sort of start going away within about 2 weeks, because I'm on my 3rd week and I haven't dealt with those side effects in this 3rd week. So that's good news. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it'll enable me to do more of this hiking, because I'm not getting out of breath like I was. My pulse rate's normal. So losing that weight and get 20 pounds really made a big difference. So, you know, I'm sure it's not right for everybody. Some people have worse effects, you know, from those side effects, depending on which one. There's like a dozen, the list of a dozen different side effects, but I only had a couple of them, and they were, you know, in a sense, they were pretty minor. So anyway, just letting everybody know I'm feeling better and hoping that I can get out more often and show you guys around. All right, guys, hope you all enjoyed the little discussion and the little video for today. I'm coming to the end of the trail, and we will call it a day. Hope to see all of you on Sasquatch Watch Radio Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern every Monday. This coming Monday, we have Tyler Hall, one of the producer directors for Small Town Monsters. And we've been enjoying Shenandoah Sasquatch. And I think they're doing a 6-part series on that. But anyway, we have Tyler Hall coming on this Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So hope to see all of you there. You can find it on YouTube. You can also find it on Facebook, facebook.com/Sasquatch Watch Radio. You can go either way. You'll find our show. I hope to see you all Monday night. Signing off.